Hey y'all, welcome back to South Carolina and happy Easter. I just wanted to hop on here and give a little bit of backstory to the video that you're about to watch. Hang on one second. I have a rogue kitten crawling away from mama. All right, so the next videos that you're about to watch here, hopefully I can seamlessly integrate them in. It's just going to be kind of the story of Miss Ebony and the babies. So about a week and a half or so before I left my last job at Anderson, I adopted a black, long-haired, beautiful cat. She had been hit by a car, brought in by a Good Samaritan, and the Good Samaritan couldn't keep her, so she asked if we would take her, and of course I said yes, thinking that it'll probably be fairly easy to find her a home. So I brought her home. She stayed in a crate for about a week and a half or so, just to kind of acclimate to the house and the other cats. And she was a little grumpy. She had some head trauma, so I just kept her in a crate and food and water and all that good stuff, and slowly started letting her out while I was there to kind of monitor things, and would leave her out overnight. And she didn't love the dog. She didn't really love the other cats, but she slowly grew to where she would tolerate everybody. And then about 3 weeks later, somewhere around in there, she started just getting grumpier and grumpier and grumpier towards the other cats. She was super sweet with me, didn't have any problem with me picking her up, holding her, loving on her, all the things, but she would just get really, really grumpy. She would lay in front of the sliding glass door, and then when the dogs would go in or out, she would actually swat at them and hiss and growl. And she made it so where Hattie was actually scared to go past her, because she would yell at her every time she'd go out the door. So then I was looking at her. I had started my new job. I had her on the schedule to be spayed next week, actually. And I was looking at her one day, and it was just like, your belly's getting big, and that's not a food belly. So I told my doctor, I said, I'm pretty sure this is a baby belly and not a food belly. I'm going to bring her in, and we'll take an x-ray and see. So brought her in, took the x-ray, popped that up on social media just a couple of days ago. But yeah, she was keeping a little secret from us. She had 3 little babies in her belly. And so I left her here at the clinic so that she wouldn't be bothered by the dogs. She wouldn't be bothered by the other cats. She could have her babies in peace, because from the x-ray, it actually looked like she was getting ready to have them any day. And so we weren't really sure when she was bred. So we had no idea when the babies were coming. So left her here and worried every single day for 10 days. Finally, last Thursday, she started acting kind of weird. Every time I would open the door to the cat room, she would run out and run down the hallway. And whereas previously she wasn't doing that. And then Friday morning when I came in for work, she had barely eaten anything. And this is a girl, she likes her food, which is why I thought the belly was a food belly, not a baby belly at first. But she barely touched her food and didn't really get up to greet me. She would pick her head up, but she didn't really get up to greet me. And so a little bit later that day, I just kept checking on her. A little bit later that day, I noticed that she was in labor. And by about 4:30, she had her first one. By 7:30, 8 o'clock, she had her second. And then I decided that she was going to be just fine without me hovering. So I went home, got a good night's sleep, came back the next morning, Saturday morning, and she had baby number 3. And so she's got 3 beautiful little babies, and I'll introduce you to them now. So this is Miss Ebony, a beautiful little green-eyed, black, long-haired girl. She's making us some biscuits. These are her 3 little babies. So she's got 2 boys and a girl. This is Earl Grey. He was the first one born. This is Sriracha. She's a little dilute calico girl. And then the little tuxedo boy, that's going to be Bond, named after James Bond because he's wearing his tuxedo. And she is being just the best mama in the whole world. She's doing fantastic and just lets me hold them, lets me love on her, almost too much to where she'll roll around and kind of toss the babies around a little bit. So I try not to rub on her too much, but I've been here twice a day, every day, checking on her. Came after church earlier today and decided to come up and check on her again. I also have Odessa here. Odessa got spayed 2 weeks ago, Tuesday, and I took her home a week ago and she tore open her incision. So she's back here being medically boarded so that she doesn't rip open that incision any more than it already was. And it's healing nicely. I'll probably take her home later in the week. And hopefully this time it will be healed for good and I won't have to worry about her anymore. But yeah, so 4 weeks, we'll try to start weaning the babies. At 6 weeks, we'll start their vaccines. And by 8-9 weeks, I plan to start finding homes for everybody. And mom included. I do plan on having mom spayed and get her vaccines done as soon as the babies are old enough to be weaned. And then mom will be up for adoption as well. So I'll tap in the previous 2 videos so that you can see those from the last 2 days, all the excitement. And I will see you guys on the next one. Happy Easter, everybody. Love you.